Oh, I looks a little too big. Alright, hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to stream. More of not Secret of the Mimic. FNAF Ruin and lead up to Secret of the Mimic. And for some reason, my camera is gigantic. So, let me adjust that one quick second. Alright, that looks better. I don't know why. I did have to reset and update my PC, so maybe that's why the camera is just big all of a sudden. So yeah, like I said in the intro, welcome back to more FNAF Ruin. And yeah, we are doing it in lead up to Secret of the Mimic, since it's the game that brings the Mimic into the equation. And I'm on this screen because there was a lot of collectibles that we got through the last episode that I don't think I ever acknowledged or ever went through the inventory. So that's what we're here for. Those dark and scary places. Oops. A Phasmic Technician, Spaz Wrench, a strange mask left behind by some Phas Technician, a walkie-talkie to my favorite character, my being Cassie, not me as I'm playing. These look like Gregory drew them. How long was Gregory working on these? Cry. Fun. Filled with carrot drop candy. It's from that old headset game, the VR Help Wanting game. What's she doing here? Good question. That log ride was so much fun. Dad wouldn't tell me why they replaced Bonnie. It's hard to look at. It doesn't quite look real. What happened to you? Guess he replaced more than his teeth. Reminds me of the one in the lobby, because there's a giant golden Freddy statue in the main lobby of the Pizzaplex. Weird. It looks like just like the other one. Moon and... do we have a normal sun drop? I don't think so. So maybe if we got like a non-AR, like an actual collectible of like Moon, maybe this would have made more sense. But at the present moment, it doesn't seem like I have a Moon collectible, so this AR collection of looks like the other one doesn't make much sense. I missed the first I got is the Moon Cry collectible. Alright, but we're back in the thick of it. We just did a lot in the previous episode. We went through the daycare section. We went through Monty Golf area. We went to the kitchen, dealt with Chica. And now we are in Bonnie Bowl dealing with the Music Man, little teeny Music Man. And maybe also Bonnie. Because Bonnie was never a thing in Security Breach. But now that we are in Bonnie Bowl, I would love to see an appearance of Bonnie. Now this room, as you can see about the left corner, the Vanny mask. And also, let us hope, since we're look at that mask, let us hope last time we ran into a few bugs, ran into a few glitches. There was a few times where we got stuck into the wall. So let's hope this time doesn't happen. Alright, cool, great. So there's me on the camera. And there's the little Music Man over there in the back corner. So here's me. And here's them. So question is, of these 4 cameras, so I'm at 1, they're at 4. So question is, where do I lead them to? I would assume back here, and maybe trap them in the corner of all these arcade machines, right? I would assume that's where I lead them, right? If I can funnel them into these like arcade machines, this little space, I feel like that's where I should be. I also have no idea where I'm supposed to go. So that also doesn't help of where am I supposed to funnel them. I also have no idea where to go. So that only more doesn't help me. Hello, Chica. And there's a what for, bot, but we cannot deactivate you and hear the screaming children because we need to find the defibrillator machine. Or, not defibrillator, not for your heart. Not incubator. I can't remember what it's called. Yep, there they are. So they did funnel in that area, so great. We gotta find that machine, and I see it, that little glowing blue thing. To put the mask on. So yeah, perfect. So we funneled them in the area. Perfect. Our plan went beautifully. And now I can use the machine. Now, is there any security nodes we have to deactivate? Ah! I did not expect you to be activated again. That is my bad. Whoops, okay. First death. I'm sure there'll be many more to go. I hope it saved, doing the power module, and it didn't. Okay. Well,
Gregory.
At least I know what to do. Right. So I run down here, they funnel in this corner, then I go this way. And then maybe I just make a break for it. Hello, kickball. Maybe it's one of those things where I activate the machine, and then the little music men realize, oh, there's someone here. Now I have to make a beeline for them. So this is like my window to, once I activate the machine, I don't continue crouching. I'm gonna do it. Run for it. Yep. They're making a break for it, and I'm safe. Okay. Great. So I was right. Oh, hello. You didn't see me, did you? Okay. So it feels like if I'm crouched, they cannot see me. Okay, so I have to go to that machine over there. Good. But yeah, it feels like if I'm crouched, they cannot see me. So it feels like being crouched is my best weapon. Oh, come on! Why is there a lone one? Go away. Go away. Go away. Maybe if I shine the flashlight, I'll like blind you. Nope. Okay. Man! Why was there a lone one over there? Okay. That's, great. Okay. So, we can get through this first area just fine. We have to use the camera, do the audio, and I want to say Cam 3, and then once we get out of it, they will lure into this little circle corner room. Sorry for says the camera not to give you a seizure, but I was spinning the camera on just to emphasize my point of what to do. So we go to the camera, bam, bam, boom, audio, lure them over there, do the audio machine. Then while they're lured, go over this corner, push down the mask, and then run through the garage and not get killed. And which is to the right, and I guess as we go to the right, hope there is no lone music men over there that'll kill us. Cool.
Gregory.
Alright.
Are you there?
Are you there? Alright, so follow in this area. Be good, little music men. I also want to explore this area, but it feels like I can't because, once again, as soon as I enter this machine, I gotta make a run for it. Like, look, there's a Fredbear arcade machine, and I want to look at. Alright, got through this section, and there's a camera right over here. Don't tell me there's a load, music man, because I don't know what to do to avoid you. I kind of have to accept fate. Alright, so you're over here.
Gregory, are you there?
Alright. So I lure them over here, but they're coming this way. So do I just hide in this corner? I hear them. I'm just gonna hide in this corner. Maybe they walk by me. Let me turn off the flashlight. Hello. Hi. I'm glad your peripheral vision is terrible. Alright, is that all of them? Alright, run. Run, Cassie! Go! Don't tell me there's any stragglers.
What are those things? They look like the DJ.
Uh-huh. They look like the DJ. I cannot see because I turned off the flashlight. Ah. Deactivate you! Nice. And it's saved. Thank you for giving me a save point because I don't want to do that again. Oh, come on. Well, it did save, so I don't have to do all this progress again. I'm running for it. Bye. You're not that fast, so I think I can run by you. And what made you go through the garage? What possessed you to get me? And you are deactivated. Nice. Good, little music man. Are you gonna allow me to walk right on by and do this? I would love it if you're nice to me. If you allow me to just do this puzzle. Be a good little music man. I hear you, yep. Okay, well, once again, it did save. We did get one node, so we did get some progress. So we're slowly being it. We're slowly getting progress. Okay. And I guess I take it. Okay, so where did it reset me? Okay, so we already did it. Okay. So I take it. Hello. Now you're over here. Okay. So you're not in the area I lured you anymore. Interesting. But what I was going to say is, it seems like, based on that, deactivate this node, it seems like they're in zones. And what I mean is, there's a set amount of team music men in each zone, in each area. So I have to find the security node, deactivate it, and then once I deactivate it, they shut off. Right, because they're shut off now, because I deactivated the node. Now, is there a node in here? I don't know. Go away. Go away. You didn't see me. I'm just minding my own business. I'm just chilling here. I am not a threat. I'm just walking by. I mean you no harm. It's gonna be tough. Because I have to fill up both these like a long way. And I don't know how. Now I do. Okay. One was just a slightly bigger area to fill the other, so great. And it like loops around. Nice. So we came in here, finished this area, and now it looped us back around. And it's saved. Nice. Forever and ever. That's nice. Oh, hello, music man. And you see me. Okay. I'm gonna go this way. Oh, do I hear another one activate? Is that the same one? Okay, that's the corner. I don't want to get trapped. Okay. There's a few lone music men just deactivated. Can they stay deactivated? That would be really nice. Oh! That's very visually appealing to look at. I would love to look at it more, but I feel like I have to go when I have to do things. Oh, now you're over here? Now you're over here. Okay. So is this just your pattern, just your zone? I see a camera here. Do you see me? Are you following me? I can't tell. I can't tell if you're following me or you're just doing a pattern. I also don't know if that's the same one. I'm assuming that's the same one that saw me over here. I'm also assuming, considering there's an active music man over here, that there has to be something here. Because why would there be an active music man if they're not hiding something? Right? Like, there has to be something here. Otherwise, why would there be an active music man? Golden Bonnie. A prototype? We talked about it in the most recent Seek of the Mimic deep dive for the game, that possibly a theory's out that the Springlock suits, one of them being Golden Bonnie, could have been not made by William Apton and Henry like we've always assumed. It could have been part of the Henry's toy factory that we're going to in Seek of the Mimic. Okay, so is there something here? Yes, there is. Where are you leading to? I'm also dangerous because I'm just walking right by. This is where we lured them. They're active over there. Is that the cone? Is it the cone? Is that the thing that we're trying to get?
Gregory, are you there?
I'm gonna lure them into the same zone as we did before. Right? I'm assuming it's the cone. Standing. I'm assuming that's the security node. Yep, go away, you little straggler. Why did you not leave? It is. Wait, why did you not leave? Why did they leave? Why did you two not leave? Why were you being difficult? The rest of your crew walked away, went to the Gregory there audio. Why did you two just hang out and be difficult? Okay. Where did it reset me? Okay. So I'm going back in this room. Are you there? Alright, I'm going back and looping them in this little tunnel. Right, this little gap. Right. That seems to be the best area to lure them, is the little circle. I just hope this time no one's being difficult and they do what they're supposed to do. I'm here on the corner. I hope I don't see anyone being difficult. Are you? Okay. Why is this not working? Why is it not working? Do I have to, like, is this a thing where I have to do the audio lure multiple times? Like, one is not enough? I have to do it twice to verify that everyone is there. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Because I'm doing it, I'm luring them in the circle region, which seems like that's the best area to lure them, right? I don't know why else you would lure them everywhere else, because I'm here. I don't know why I would lure them here. I mean, unless that is what I'm supposed to do. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. I lure them here, and then, which makes them the furthest away from me. And then after I lure, I then make a break for it, and then go on the complete opposite end of the room. Because in the tunnel, they're still kind of close to me. So maybe I have to lure them the furthest place away from me. Alright, I'm gonna try it. Alright, I lured them to my location. Now, which path are you going? Alright. Come on, safe. Great. Phenomenal. Alright, that's 2. And they should be deactivated now. Nice. Okay. So now, we got 2 deactivated. Okay. For some reason, there was an active one here, even though these 2 zones, both security nodes, are deactivated, so they should be all shut off. But, you know what? I don't care. We got 2. We're halfway done. Okay. So this area, checked. This is very, very weird. And hello. Bye now. Alright, I'm gonna go out this way. Consider this door is open. So yeah, I don't know if that's what I was supposed to do, or I just been getting unlucky these few times. Because this section is kind of annoying. Right? This section, admittedly, is kind of annoying. Now, is some of it my fault? I will admit some of it is indeed my fault. But this section feels very obtuse and very unpredictable. And I don't like that. Right? I don't like how there's a thing where... Okay, you're the next area, I assume. Yep. But, as I was saying, I don't like how it's a thing. I don't know if I'm going to interact with that. But, what I was saying while I'm high in this room is I don't like how this whole system, this whole mechanic is using the cameras. I'm not here. I was chilling out here talking to my audience. Give me a second, game. Okay, bye. Why is the door opening? No one's here. Spooky door. Okay, anyway, as I was talking before, rudely interrupted. Yeah, this whole section is all about using the cameras and then using the audio lure, a lot like FNAF 3, and using the cameras and audio lure to get animatronics to go to a location that you want and manipulate them. The problem with this is it's very inconsistent. You've seen multiple times in that first area that we just beat, right? We lured them into the big open circle space, right? What we used it for, and it seemed like it worked fine, right? But there was like 1 to 2 stragglers who were being difficult and were not tricked by the audio lure, and because they were staying back, that caused them to kill me. So, despite this method being all cameras and audio tricks, it's inconsistent with how it works because it doesn't seem to affect everyone all the time. And I'm not a fan of that. Okay, so the group is here. Question is, where do I go? Where do I lure them?
Gregory, are you there?
Oh, hello. How long were you hanging out there? Right. That's my question. Is where is the next zone I'm supposed to lure these guys? I'm assuming you're not going to let me get this, are you? Oh, come on. I wish I could, like, throw a rock or something at it. Decommission it for good. Right. So there's one straggler right here. The question is, where do I lure it to? The camera is also very confusing because it's very hard to see, like, what am I looking at? Okay, so there's the lone one right there.
Gregory, are you there?
Do I lure them here? Okay, bye. Were you the lone one? I'm assuming so. Come on, get this before I die. Save. Oh, thank God you saved. Okay. Hello, ripped apart stat bots. Okay, so that's 3. Hello. So yeah, another problem with this, not only is, I'm gonna sound like I'm complaining, right? And once again, some of it is my own fault. I will admit, some of it is my own fault. The two main problems I have with this section is, once again, the audio lures do not work 100% of the time. 99.9% of the mini music men will follow your audio lure and go to the area where you want them to go. The problem is, you know, if one straggles along and is being difficult and doesn't leave, then they'll get you and you die. Right? So it's not 100% consistent. And another thing is, the cameras, it's also very confusing in getting your boundaries and where you are. Right? Because that one was a perfect example, the last one we just did, where I knew where the...
Gregory, are you there?
I'm running this way. No, 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 no. No. I'm halfway. Ah, man, I was a half a second short. Damn it. But okay, that's the 4th one though. But yeah, in that 3rd section, like you literally saw, like I was so confused in where to point the camera because there was one straggler in the area. I'm like, okay, where do I go? Where do I lure them? Right. Like, where am I supposed to lure them away? Because I lured the group away, but there's one straggler blocking me from where I gotta go. So, what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to point the camera? where I'm supposed to audio lure him. And I just blindly did it somewhere, and I just seemed to get it right. He just happened to not see me, but it shouldn't just be blind guesswork. Alright, this area seems a little bit obtuse. I think what we have to do...
Gregory, are you there?
is walk into the area, and then... Yep, okay. I was right. Sorry, Hassan, because I just wanted to focus and concentrate and not talk for a second because I want to choke it again. Okay, but that area was very, very obtuse. So instead of like getting a lot of time to wait and think of like, okay, where do I lure the cameras? They were just right here. So I pretty much just had to run up the camera, get the camera, point to the other area, and then immediately do an audio lure. I didn't have any time to think. Okay, well, we got through this section. I'm assuming we have to go down here. Great. Okay, so... Not... Oh, I'm stuck in the crack. Okay. So not a terrible area or section. Just a little bit confusing in how you work. Speaking of confusing, what do I do and where do I go? Because this area is broken. I'm assuming that's where I have to go. But I don't see an opening. Unless there's an opening like over here. Because they're all deactivated. Goodbye. Oh, wait. I know what we're supposed to do. Okay. Where's the section? The same thing happened to us. Was it Gator Golf? I think so. We have to go back to that robot. We have to do that little match mini game where to match the like lightning cupcake star pattern. Where was that machine? Because we deactivated all the security nodes, but we didn't do the machine to like match it and to like fully deactivate it. Where was that machine? Where's that machine? Maybe over here? But yeah, that's what we have to do. I think that's it over here. Yep, here we go. Yep. Okay, now I remember. Not the first time we forgot. This is what you have to do. Hope Bunny Man can give me time to think and do this without really interrupting. Nice! Ha! You can interrupt me all you want, but I cleared this area, Mr. Bunnyman. Alright, so there we go. We cleared this section, and it only took us a half hour. I'd say that's a record. Hello, Music Man. I hate that you killed me a few times. Oh. Golden Rockstar Freddy. Or... No, Glamour Freddy. Rockstar's FNAF Sins. Duh. You and me forever and ever. Love Freddy. Good job. The vent connects directly to Phaser Blast.
No more vents. Every single time I get in one, it breaks or something jumps out at me.
This is a short, safe path to Phaser Blast. If you prefer, there may be an elevator shaft you can climb down. Also, why is there just like staff bots with like other decommissioned staff bots broken apart? Okay. So hop through the vent. It's not much of a vent, more of a slide. But looks fun. In a weird kind of way, this looks fun and I enjoy this. Oh, that was a Bonnie. What else are you gonna throw at me? It's green something I didn't see. I'm assuming green, Toxic Foxy. Oh, the Mop Bots. And Metz's Bunny Man. I'm assuming the green one was Toxic Foxy because it was the same green color, but I doubt it. And Princess Quest. Princess Quest 3. A lantern, which, if you don't know, Princess Quest first appeared in the mobile port of the FNAF VR Help Wanted game. And the reason why Princess Quest had to be a thing is because, you know, this may come as a shock to you. Phones may be powerful. Not saying they're not. But phone software and capabilities, VR is able to be slightly above that. So in order to have a mobile port of the game, in order to profit off that, Steel Wool had to have some idea to present FNAF VR Help Wanted without the VR component. So obviously the VR game had tapes you had to collect for VR Help Wanted, but in this, there is the 16 torches you have to light up in Princess Quest, right? And they have the same purpose of you click the 16 tapes or 16 torches lit, releases Glitch Trap. And Princess Quest is very important because it's connected to Cassidy, Vanessa may be the princess, and it being, the sword being through the machine means that it's been beaten. The princess took the sword and stabbed it through a machine. It's now been beaten. That's why it's on its side. Right? That's why it's on its side. And another detail why it's important is because in FNAF VR Help Wanted 2, when you're able to remove the Vanity Mask as the player, you're then in the room and you see Princess Quest 4. Which means the Princess Quest ending in Security Breach is the real canon ending. Because how Princess Quest works is you beat the first installment of Princess Quest in order to play the second one. Each Princess Quest you're able to play, you have to beat the previous one before it. So you can't play 2 until you beat 1, you can't play 3 until you beat 2, and you can't play 4 until you beat 3. Well, here's 3 right here, and it's been beaten. So us playing Princess Quest 4 in FNAF VR Help Wanted 2 is very important because that means the Princess Quest ending is real. Right? You play the Princess Quest games, that's how we got FNAF VR Help Wanted 2. Vanny. Now, how do we get out of here? I'm assuming we don't go down that vent. Series boarded up. Right, how do we get out of here? Then the black bunny is a glitch trap. I'm assuming it's the right way, but it's kind of weird that looks like this is the event that we came in. But hey, I'm not complaining.
I bet those security notes are all the way down there.
Very dark and abandoned. But this looks very bright and cool. Oh, hops. Nice. Caution, watch your head. Oh. Fazbear. Bad bear. Fazbear is bad bear. Okay. He doesn't see you. He see you. I'm assuming that he is the bad bear, Fazbear, Fad Bear, Fred Bear. Who are you gonna call second friend Fred Bear? Yo, Shark, what's going on? I'm doing great. Yourself? Just been off stream for a couple days. I am back, and I feel like the best way to be brought back to streaming is FNAF. Of course it is. When do I stream? So you know. I really should have, like, I would say apologies on this. Apologies. I really should have, like, a set stream schedule, because I know, like, a lot of streamers have, like, oh, you know, I'm streaming, like, 5:30 to, like, 8 p.m. Monday through Friday or something like that. Unfortunately, with, like, my real life and everything outside of streaming, it doesn't allow for something like that, like, work schedule and everything. So, unfortunately, I'm not a streamer that's like, yeah, I have a set time for streaming. I really should do that, so apologies on that. Now, what I will say, though, even if I don't have a set stream schedule, more often than not, afternoons, evenings, and nights on the weekends, right? I would say, like, anytime, afternoon, evening, night, chances are more often than not you will see me streaming. Especially the weekends where I do FNAF stuff. I wish I had more a concrete answer, so I do apologize on that. I really should have a stream schedule, so apologies. AR Glenn Freddy plush. Superstar. I'll say Phasma Blast looks way different from what I remember when I was playing Security Breach. Do you see the coffee machine trailer for FNAF? The coffee machine trailer? Hold up. Hold up. The coffee machine trailer for FNAF. I don't think so. Maybe I have. I'm not going to speak on, like, yes I have or no I haven't. I know before we streamed Ruin the last, like, 45 minutes, we just came off a FNAF Secret of the Mimic reaction stream because there was a lot more teaser images, trailers, information leading up to the Secret of the Mimic game that's coming out in less than a month. So I did just end the stream of that. That should be up on Twitch right now, which you can watch after this stream. And it should also be up on the YouTube archive page conveniently in 3 minutes. So that's convenient. I don't know if that's what you're referring to, but I did react to something related to Edwin Murray and the Mimic, the newest stuff, and it should be up on the YouTube page in 3 minutes. Because I may not have a stream schedule, but that is one thing I definitely do have. Every 5 p.m. at least Central Standard. Let me say that again. Daily uploads on the YouTube archive page every 5 p.m. Central Standard Time and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Any other time zones, unfortunately, you have to use a converter because I don't know. Alright, there's one node down, and I can't put down the mask, so I kind of just have to run around. There it is. Alright, where's Mr. Bunnyman? Now that we got both nodes. There shouldn't be anyone attacking me, because it's just him. So, I feel pretty safe. AR Foxy Lunchbots. Kids used to put these lunches in these. Yeah, that's what lunchboxes are for. And it's called lunchboxes. Hello, Bunny Man. You don't mind if I do this puzzle, do you? Cool. See, look, Bunny Man's so nice to me. He's allowing me to do this puzzle. Damn it. How do I get the cupcake one? Hold on. Ah, the Teeny Music Man! Not again! That's what, the 5th or 6th time I've died of the Music Man? Damn it! Okay. Well, I think it did save after we got the 2 security nodes. So we should be fine. Ah, man. And also I can't use the mask. So okay. So first I have to find the machine to allow us to use the mask. Or, no! What? Did the game break, or am I dumb? I think I'm just dumb. Yeah, hello, Bunny Man. AR Foxy Lunchbots. And the other one should be somewhere around here. There we go. Alright, now let's get the 2 that I was confused about. Oh, I'm getting lost. Ugh. I keep getting lost. Hello. Oh my god. This area is very confusing. I'm sorry. I know I look dumb, but this area is very confusing. And it's very easy to get lost. Man! I don't need a walkthrough. I don't need a walkthrough on this puzzle. Man! Yeah, it's 5 o'clock, so the new stuff on Secret Mimic should have just uploaded, so go watch that when we're done with this. Great. Okay. Pause for a second. I want to think about the puzzle. Have you done Night A in FNAF 8? Have you done Night A in FNAF 4? Let me see. Night A. Let me see. You have Night 5 is Fredbear Bite. Night 6 is the I'll put you back together line. Night 7 is Nightmare, and you get the bots. Then Night 8, I can't remember what you get in Night 8. But the first I got in FNAF 4 is Night 6. I could not beat Night 7. The night where Nightmare is introduced. The Black Bear. And it's the night where once you beat it, you are treated to the cutscene where you have the bots with 2 lock keys. And it's like, sometimes best things are left forgotten forever or for now. It's something like that. It's worded something like that. Sometimes best things are left forgotten, either for now or forever. I can't remember the exact wording. But I could not beat that night. I literally played that night on stream for like 4 or 5 hours. And I could not beat it. I got to like 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. so many times. And I couldn't beat it. Right. I could not beat it. And the reason why I couldn't beat it is because the laughs. It's so annoying. Because I've gotten to a point where, not to brag or anything, but I'm pretty good at FNAF 4, especially when it comes to Night 5 and Fredbear, right? I'm pretty good when it comes to Fredbear. To a proof point, while playing that, like, as for mentioned, 4 or 5 hour stream, trying to beat Night 7 with Nightmare, trying to get the bots, just as a palate cleanser, I guess you can say, we split off and just played Night 5 just to show that I can beat a night in the game, and I did it first try, and like I did without even thinking, right? Because I know how the laugh system works, and pretty much it's the first laugh you hear about Fredbear, it's fake, and you just continuously go down the pattern of left door, right door, left door, right door, left door, right door, shine the flashlight, then you keep going back and forth until you see him, and then you close the door, then you go back and forth. Then once you get to the second laugh, that's when you then check the closet or check the bed, right? And you rinse repeat. Nightmare, though, is a lot more of the fake laughs. And is a lot more, let's just say, aggressive, right? And what I mean by that is, you know, Fredbear can laugh, and it can be fake. You check the closet or check the bed, it's fake. You can still recover and, like, close the left door or close the right door and still be fine and continue the night and beat it. Nightmare, though, you get one thing wrong, you're dead, right? You know, you might as well just put down the controller because you are dead. And I got to 4 or 5 a.m. so many times, I couldn't beat it. We did the palate cleanser, beat Fredbear first try, and then we ended the stream by just pulling up the video of the bots just to say, hey, this is what happens when you beat this night. But I unfortunately didn't. Night 7, FNAF 4 is one of the things, one of the challenges Same thing with Night 5, Entered, and Such Location. Those are two challenges that I have not beaten. Even though there's hours of attempts on stream, and it annoys me. Okay, now go back to the section. That's the air lunchbox. I don't care about that. I just want to beat the section. Okay, I'm pausing here. I'm pausing here for a second because apologies. But I feel dumb when it comes to this puzzle because the cross regions. So I'm going to pull up a solution puzzle just so we can beat this section, just so we can continue progressing through this game. Because I don't want to be stuck in this section for many more attempts. Because as a viewer, I think that gets annoying, seeing the same person play the same section over and over and over again. So I'm just going to pause it for a second and pull up a solution for this area. Unless this is randomized. If this is randomized, I will lose it. It's randomized. No. No. Oh, it's randomized. Oh, God. Come on. Got it. Save. 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 Please tell me it's saved. I don't want to do that again. Please. Tell me that's saved. I didn't see a save in the bottom right corner. I can't wait for Seek of the Mimic, but my only problem is it doesn't look scary. I would say I'm curious about Seek of the Mimic. I'm cautiously optimistic about Seek of the Mimic. Was Security Breach scary? Absolutely not. And I talked about this in the... Once again, the secret. Not to keep teasing and talking about the Seek of the Mimic video we just did, and it just uploaded a few minutes ago. But scary. The animatronics are not even jump scares. The animatronic shells are like too clean, too polished to even be scary. There's a lot of bright lights, so the atmosphere is kind of ruined. So I'm cautiously optimistic about it. Now, am I someone who looks at FNAF games to be good or bad based on how scary or how good the jump scares are? No. You know, for instance, like, you have a game like FNAF 4, which you can make the argument has the scariest atmosphere, jump scares, animatronic creations of the entire series. but it's not my favorite FNAF game in the series. Right? I hope that makes sense. And did save. Thank you. So yeah, cautiously optimistic.
Freddy! Freddy? Are you okay? Be functional.
Oh, hello, Freddy. Freddy has a mouth. Oh. And Freddy's mouth has a present. Okay. That, was interesting. But hey, at least it's saved. Okay. So where do we go? Right? Because I got trapped in a corner.
Freddy! Freddy? Are you okay? Be functional.
Like, I feel like I got turned around. Oh my god, I keep getting stuck on like the wall. Stop getting stuck on the wall, Cassie. Oh my god, I'm out of stamina. Run! 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 Oh, I keep getting stuck on like staff bots. Cassie, replenish your stamina. For the love of God. Okay, it's saved.
There's the inhibitor!
There is the inhibitor. Run, run, run! And Freddy's gone. So he's not tied to the network because I put the mask on. He's now there. Hello. And oh, the thing of what we heard about, yeah, the thing of what we heard about in Phaser Blast, he sees you, he doesn't see you. That's what it was. He sees you, he doesn't see you. So, okay, a couple things about that. And that's why I'm pausing, because I want to talk about it. First of all, prototype test on Freddy's foot. Why does it say prototype? Because we got, not to be weird, but we got a glimpse of Freddy's soul foot, close-ups, mind you, many times in Security Breach. Not once it's a prototype. And also, Freddy not being tied to the network is very interesting. Because the whole beginning game of Security Breach, Freddy's AI like malfunctions and is booted in safe mode. That's why he's not aggressive towards Gregory like the other animatronics are. Because he's in safe mode. So he's not tied to the network. What do you think about the theory of all the lore being planned out? Like, do you mean like the story of the game has like always been planned out and the story has like always been this way, like it was planned out like since FNAF 1? Is that what you mean? Let me know. I'm assuming I'm gonna see. Yeah, I was about to say it. Like, I'm assuming I'm gonna see Teeny Music Man. I'm running. It doesn't look like it though, but I am indeed running based off my stamina. I can't go any faster. And turn around. Hello, bye, Music Man. Okay. Got through that section. Nice. Yes, since 2014. Also good point on the prototype. Yeah. No, I don't subscribe to the theory that the story has always been planned out. Scott Cawthon's literally said that, I want to say it was an interview with Dawko, after Custom Night, Ultimate Custom Night. Scott Cawthon quite literally said in an interview that the story has not always been planned out like, it's always been. Like, I refuse to believe that. He admitted it. And plus, if you really, really think about it, not only has the story, like, its tone shifted several times, like, you have the first core 4 games, which a lot of people support the idea that it was dream theory, it was in the mind of a child. The FNAF 4 crying child had his dream theory, and all the animatronics, all his hallucinations, all his visions of him dying in his final moments of life before he flatlines is what the FNAF 4, or FNAF 1, 2, 3, 4 was all about. Then this location went in a different direction, where it was more sci-fi. It was about Remnant and Agony, and Purple People, and Robot Kids, and Sound Illusion discs, right? It was more sci-fi. And then you have here, where there's another reboot, where post-VR Help Wanted, it was about glitch trap viruses, cult followings, VRs, ARs, mimics. So there's several phases of the FNAF story that very clearly go in different directions. So that's the first reason why I don't subscribe to the idea that there's no way the story's been planned out this entire time. It can't, because it's gone in different themes throughout multiple periods. Also, if you really, really think about it for a second, like, let's remove, like, the whole lore, timeline, everything. Remove everything you know about FNAF. Games, books, everything. Movies now. Remove everything. Let me pose this question then, as just a basic common sense question. Scott Cawthon was a failing video game, indie game developer. Every single product he made failed. Did not make a profit. It failed and had horrible reviews. While he was a part-time employee at a Dollar General, he looked to Five Nights at Freddy's 1 as his last effort in making a game. If Five Nights at Freddy's did not work, was not a success, that was his final shot. He was never going to make games again. That was his final shot. So you're telling me your final shot, your final game at making a game, you're going to predict a decade later it will lead to all this? I refuse to believe that. Right? Let's just break that down. Once again, remove timelines, lores, games, books. Remove everything you know about the series and just look at it from a grand perspective. Outside view. Do you really think, as your last attempt at a game, you'll be able to predict a decade later what's going to happen? I refuse to believe that. Oh, do I have to go around? That feels a little bit obtuse, so I can't just jump on it. A fast token. And it's a real collectible. Old and outdated collector's item. 1983. If I'm not mistaken, 1983, it also had that year in the FNAF Help Wanted game, where that game was all about collecting coins. Oh, game froze. Okay, that was weird. That was a very long and awkward loading screen. You must be very bored because the wall's broken. AR Freddy lunchbox. This is from that old cartoon. Yep, it's Fredbear and Friends, right? The way Steel Wool was hyping up and promoting Skater Breach, which was a disaster. I removed the mask before it even showed up.
hear me? I finally have a clear signal.
Gregory, I shut down all the security nodes. I'm in the Roxy party garage.
There's gotta be something hidden here. Right.
Almost. There's still one node left that's keeping the underground sealed.
Where?
Roxy's the final node. You need to deactivate her.
But
Deactivate her and save me, Cassie, please. It's so dark down here.
Deactivate Rotsy. That's interesting. And it's also very interesting how in all these rooms there's no like AR bots, collectibles, nothing. Right? It's just blank rooms. That's very suspicious. Right? Like, you would think there would be like some AR bots or something here. There we go. Finally something. Oh, I was worried we won't be able to get to it. Era Bunny lunch bots. I think all we're missing is Chica, right? Bonnie was my dad's favorite. Oh, you're still here? Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to continue on. Are you still here? I hear voices. Is that another one of the mob floor bots? Hello, Rotsy.
Cassie. Cassie.
You remember me?
Your special day. I remember. Your special day. Do you still like carrot cake? It has been some time since I saw you last. If I remember correctly, it is on the 11th. I remember because you are number 1. Twice. Have you booked your party? I'm sure your friends will show up this time.
Okay, is that all the dialogue? I just wanted to play out, just make sure they said everything before. I assume we kill her. Well, not kill her, but we just shut her down. Permanently.
Cassie? What are you doing?
And it's the easiest puzzle. And I'm assuming there's not going to be, like, Nitz's the Bunny Man show up and, like, interrupt me with, like, Music Man or whatever. There's no one left. So I assume that's why. Be sure not to cross any lines. Can I fill in every single line? I want to see if I can fill in every single line. Hold up. Ah, come on. No! Let me fill every single line. Damn it! That looks so unsatisfied. Fine. I have 1 dot remaining.
Sorry.
I love carrot cake. Happy birthday, Cassie.
It's so unsatisfying. I want all of the lines to be filled.
I'm so sorry.
Yep. And we know in FNAF VR Help 1 and 2, in the final of the Rotsy like makeup salon minigame, it ends with Rotsy putting that mask on. Because that's not how Rotsy looked at the end of Security Breach when Gregory decommissioned her. Well done, that was the last security node. I have located the source of your friend's radar signal. It's coming from under the raceway. Warning, you're now leaving the Vanning network covered zone. That doesn't sound good. Alright, let's go. Into the basement area. Something we did not do in the security breach playthrough, which we wanted to do, but because of the save issue, I can't. So it's the first time we're actually going down the basement. Cass, it's alright, stop crying. Come on, toughen up. Cass, it's alright, they're not really dead. It's just a robot. They're not real, it's not a real person. They'll just power on like a phone. Okay, come on. Get through this tunnel. I can't activate the Vanny mask anymore. Waterfall. And if I'm not mistaken...
No! No. Come on! Stupid flashlights!
Well, flashlight finally died after being on for who knows how many hours. But waterfall and I think those are glowing mushrooms up there. Reason why I'm calling this out is because I have talked about this room, I guess not really a room, this area, I guess you can say. I've talked about this area non-stop in the whole, are the games canon, which is more canon, are the books in a universe, what's more canon continuity. I brought up this area a lot because, you know, a waterfall under pizza plats sounds very, very, very weird, right? And it is. But the reason I bring it up is because this is not the first time we see this area. The first time he's talked about it, or it's ever mentioned, is the original trilogy of books. In the final book, The Fourth Closet, they bring up, or is it Twisted One's the second one? I think it's the second one. No, it's the third, yeah. The final book in the trilogy, it brings up a waterfall with glow mushrooms, and it's an area where William Afton is hiding to then kill Charlie Charlotte, Henry's daughter, right? So, very weird, right? But then, years later, it's finally paid off and then seen in a game. So, that's how I've always viewed the whole books versus games, canons, lores, continuities, is if it shows up in the books, great, interesting idea. But if it shows up in a game as well later on, then to me that's canon part of the universe and the overall timeline. That's how I've always viewed it. I think they're both separate in their own ways until proven otherwise. That's how I view it. Oh, fast token. And we can't have a flashlight anymore. Fast token? Fast token. I wish you can see a flashlight because it's very dark. I assume they all say the same thing as well. Yep, old and outdated.
I am a candy cadet. Come get your candy here. I have candy all day, every day. Candy.
And that's why we have the tokens, is for Candy Cadet. Right? That's why. That's why we have the tokens, is to give them to Candy Cadet. Just like FNAF 6. Where you give them the fast tokens, the coins.
Why are there burners everywhere? It's like the inside of an oven.
There's gotta be something here, right? Why would there not be something here? There's gotta be something in that burner room, right? Oh, there we go. So there's a second burner room with, not a fast token, a comic book page of the Afton burn trap room. Interesting. This have the fast token? Yep. Alright, we have 4. Alright. I don't know if that's enough. Alright, talk to me, Candy Cadet.
Now I will tell you a story.
Yes, I love your stories. Please tell me a story. A woman and kid in the dark woods, okay?
There was a monster in the woods, but the mother caught it and kept it locked in the basement.
So who's the mother, who's the kid, and who's the monster? And where's the basement?
The monster always made scary noises at night, but the mother would tell the boy not to worry because it could never get out. Then she sleep.
Not to worry, it can't get in, then would sing the boy a lullaby by sleep to calm him.
One day, the monster stopped growling and instead listened and learned the lullaby.
Ah, man, I'm one short. Damn it. Is it like down there or something? Right. Because I don't think we passed any. Right? I mean, it is also dark because we don't have a flashlight. I'm hoping we didn't miss any of the coins. Because really enough, there is nothing here. You would think there would be one here, but no. I'm hoping we didn't miss any. Because that door doesn't open. We got the one in here. This doesn't open. That goes down. And we got this. So I'm hoping the final one is here. Because I think we're only one short. I want to finish the story. Uh-oh. And someone tells me that if we fall down here, we will not be able to go back up and finish the Candy Cadet. So, I must have missed it. But I somehow missed it. I don't have a flashlight. Alright, let me backtrack. Once again, weirdly if it's not there. Alright, I'm going to backtrack. Because I think we're only missing one. Yes, hi, Candy Cadet. I just need one more coin. Unfortunately, it's dark and I can't see anything with a flashlight. I don't know how I walked past it. But I guess I did somewhere. I got that one. It must be in like some room I like walked past and didn't do anything with. That's the only thing that makes sense. Like, is there one like here or something? Is this the one I missed? There we go. Okay. Got it. And I missed this one too? 2 fast tokens. Oh, wow. I was really short on them fast tokens. Okay, go back to Candy Cadet now. Interesting. Because, yeah, I was like, it has to be a thing where it's like, there's a fast token bots in each area. And would it make sense for there to be like 2 in this room, or, you know, 2 in this room? I mean, yeah, there's 2 in the waterfall, but they were like separate ends of the waterfall.
The next day, Mother went out to find food. The monster sang a lullaby from the basement. The little boy heard the lullaby and opened the door.
Okay, so that's the end of the story. And now we have 1 extra fast token. Don't know what to use that for, but okay. So, a mother and a child were alone in a cabin. Mother and child alone. A monster is locked down in the basement. Mother sings child a lullaby to calm them. Said monster learns the lullaby and then tricks the kid to open the door, and I'm assuming killing them. Who's the mother? Who's the child? Who's the monster? My brain immediately goes to the monster being the mimic, because quite literally, it mimicked the lullaby, right? But I guess the monster could also be William Afton, but it's gotta be the mimic. What would be the mother and child? Like, the only mother we know about is Mrs. Afton, but that doesn't really make much sense, because, you know, let's say the monster was William Afton. Why would the monster be William Afton and the mother being Mrs. Afton, who we also don't even know if even exists? So that's a little bit weird. And who's a child? Is it Gregory? Cassie? Right. Mother Vanessa? Even though that'll come out of nowhere, Mother being Vanessa. Right, that will come out of nowhere. Well, at the end of the day, you have oh, I think I have to shut this down first. Security protocols deactivated. Are you sure you... Yes. It's stupid, but yes. Hello, Mitsis. Hello, Mr. Bunnyman.
Gregory! Gregory! You okay?
I doubt Gregory is in there. So Mitsis came out with this machine. And... like, first of all, what is the machine? Yeah, Mitsis. We knew that. That's why I kept saying Mitsis is because of that. The Mitsis machine. So, like, I'll select in this Mitsis machine. But yeah. So, my mind goes to Kid being Cassie because letting the monster in because they were tricked. Mother being... who? But also doesn't make sense for it to be Cassie because it said the boy, right? The boy was scared. The boy let the monster in. I don't know. It's very interesting.
You saved me. You saved me.
But then again, when's this story ever very cut and dry?
You're not Gregory. What are you?
I'm Gregory. Get out of here! Run!
Oh. I guess Rotzi's not dead, so there's more point in crying, Cassie.
Cassie, can you hear me?
Gregory? Is that really you? I mean, really you?
I've been trying to reach you all night. I'm not at the pizza place. Something's trying to trick you.
Trying? It's already been done, yeah.
That sounds just like you. How do I know this is you for real?
Is there another option? You need to get out of there now.
How?
My friend has access to the building maps. Just follow his instructions.
Your friend has access to maps. Who's your friend? Is it Vanessa? Oh, that's a little bit different. Alright. Bye, Mimic. Can't wait to see more of you, Mimic. And Secret Mimic coming out in less than a month.
It's right behind you.
I know. I'm busy trying to replenish my stamina.
Keep going.
Okay, keep going.
Go right. Right.
Go right.
Hurry.
Run out of stamina again. I'm assuming go this way. Oh god. Don't tell me to do this puzzle while it's chasing me, so I have like 2 seconds. Don't tell me it's like one of those. Okay, got it. Thank you. I really appreciate you chasing me. Then once we were in the hallway, you were giving me as much time as possible. I really appreciate it, Mimic.
Cassie, it's me. I think I need to explain a few things. You were never supposed to go to the Pizzaplex. That thing in the sinkhole tricked you. I really don't know what it is, but it's been trapped down here a really long time. The Nexus security program was designed to keep it hidden, but you shut down the security, and now it's free. It's not your fault. I know you did it for me, to save me, but we can't risk being followed. I'm sorry.
Gregory? No!
Cassie's never heard from again. And if I'm not mistaken, the part where he says, we can't risk being followed, that was the Mimic taking over again. Right, wasn't that? I think that's what it is. People dug in the source code that all that audio is Gregory, but when he says, but we can't risk being followed, it was then named as like Greg Bot or something like that in the source files. So that was the Mimic once again taking over and saying we can't risk being followed. That was the Mimic talking, which would mean the Mimic is also the one who shut down the elevator and caused the plummet to our death. It wasn't Gregory, it was the mimic taking over again. Interesting. Alright, cool. So, that was the Ruin DLC. I guess apologies for how long it took me, because the first episode of the Ruin DLC, we uploaded on, let's see when. We uploaded April 1st of 2024. So, kind of over a year since we did this. So, apologies on that. Hope it was worth the wait. I hope. But hey, that's another check mark of another FNAF game that we beat to completion. At least in one way or another. Because as I mentioned before, with not getting the Burn Trap secret true ending of Security Breach because of the ending stuff, I kind of did not want to spend hours and hours and hours of my real life playing a game just for it to die and then restart the progress over again. So yeah, that was the Ruin DLC. And yeah, like I said, when I brought back the series and everything, we were playing the Ruin DLC because, once again, we want to be hyped up for the Secret of the Mimic. Right? So, Secret of the Mimic is coming out very, very soon. Can't wait for that. So, might as well play the game that has the Mimic involved. Hello, Rotzi. Right. First game when the Mimic became part of the equation. Now, we're not getting a string yet, because if I'm not mistaken, there's another ending we can do. Right, if I'm not mistaken, there's another ending. If I'm not mistaken, what you do is you ignore Gregory's instructions with the map, and you do the opposite. So he says go right, you go left. Because what we want to do is we get to the end of some area, and there's a giant, like, Fredbear, like, cutout cardboard poster holding an ice cream cone. And then we put the Vanny mask on because something happens. And I'm not thinking that's what we do. But before, see if that's what we do. Because I know we can't get the scooper ending. Because we did not get the hidden cameras, unfortunately. Is that what we do? I don't know why it's not just simply telling me on Google, like, yeah, this is what you do. So I don't know if we just blindly try and hope for the best. Okay, I'm going to try to do that, For some reason, it's been a lot more difficult to find than you would think. So we're just going to play it. We're going to do the opposite of what Gregory says, and hopefully that's what we get. It's called the Jamaica ending. I don't know why it's called the Jamaica ending. No idea why. Oh, that's a little bit too loud. That was a bit too loud in my ear holes. I'm going left. Oh, nope. Hello, Mimic. Well, now I can get jump scared with the Mimic. Okay. So, maybe we follow the instructions, and maybe like one of the later ones we don't follow the instructions. I think that's why it was so hard to find what to do, because we follow the instructions until we don't. Go right. Okay, I'm going right. We'll get it eventually. Yep. We will get it. We will get it. Ah. There it is. Talking the mask.
I'm okay. I found a spot to hide.
There we go. There is the Jamaica ending of the game. Alright, so there we go. There is the secret ending to FNAF Security Breach Ruin DLC. The Jamaica ending. Right. It's a little bit different from the Princess Quest comic book strip ending from Security Breach, where instead of it being Vanessa, Gregory, and the head of Glamrock Freddy at the hilltop, which you assume to be the FNAF 6 hilltop, showing off the gravestones of the missing Chosen plus Charlie Charlotte in there that we saw in FNAF 6. This time, it was Vanessa sitting off by a tree by herself, Gregory waving next to Helpy, who we know Helpy is one of the Mimic softwares. So, it's similar from what we saw in Security Breach, but it's also way different. Right? It's also way different. And another thing that's also very interesting about that, why I show it up and everything, is because it was very, very, very quick. But do you know something that was very off? The balloons. Right? Something's very off the balloons fly in the air. Wonder if you noticed that. Did y'all notice it? Because I did. 3, 2, 1. Alright. So, I'm going to assume you typed in the comments of what we saw in the balloons. And if you didn't, alright, there was your chance. Alright, spoiler. You saw, as the balloons were flying into the air, there was a shadow. There was a shadow. The balloons lifted in the air had a shadow. Now, I don't know if you've ever gone outside and, lit a balloon into the air in real life. But when you do that, there is no shadow. You don't see a shadow of the sky as a balloon is lifting to the air. So why do you see that here? Maybe because you actually are not looking outside. It's like a backdrop, aka it's not real. Right? Right? It's not real. It was just a backdrop, which is very interesting. So Gregory having a place to hide, covered up by a backdrop, is very interesting. So anyway, that's it for FNAF Security Breach Ruin DLC. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I've always thought about just being honest, now that I'm looking at it, I've always thought about replaying Security Breach just in one run through, just see how far we can go and everything, because there are times where I'm embarrassed of our playthrough of how we play and everything, because there's certain sections I'm like, did I really get stuck in this section for so long, right? And it's embarrassing. Like, for instance, the Music Man, DJ Music Man section where you have to power off the 3 levers. There's one in the janitor service and there's 2 in the arcade. That took me like an hour. That took me like over an hour to beat. And I'm embarrassed. Now that I know how to work, now that I know where the machines are and everything, I just want to see, can I do a first try? I'm embarrassed that it took me over an hour. I would say the one thing holding me back from playing Security Breach just over again is the Moon Man section, because I hate that section with a burning passion. So maybe if we can just play Security Breach post Moon Man, where we're kicked out of the daycare, then resume that point in a Security Breach stream, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I would like that. I think that would be fun. But I guess those answers will be answered in time. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And now that Ruin DLC is over, we are getting ever so closer to the Mimic game coming out. So hope you guys enjoyed. And yep, just leading up to Secret Mimic game coming out, and can't wait for it. And now that it's been announced that Secret Mimic game is not going to be on VR, at least in the beginning, I think it's a pretty good chance that we play the game on stream at least at some point. So can't wait for that. And as far as like future games playing on stream and everything, I would like to play Into the Pit. I would like to play Into the Pit on stream. I think that'll be fun. I think it'll be great. I've heard a lot of great things about Into the Pit. It's also one of those things where it's like, I don't want to start a playthrough of Into the Pit like tomorrow, and then being like, oh, now it's Secret the Mimic, and that's we do what we did with Ruin, where I finally complete Into the Pit a year later. So scheduling wise, I hope it's a lot better for Into the Pit if we do decide to play it, but I would like to. That's the point. But right on tap for right now is Secret the Mimic. Can't wait for that. So if you guys enjoyed, I'll see you guys next time.